Danganronpa
ฮัลโหลสวัสดีครับทุกคนเรากลับมากันในเกมดันกรอนป่านะฮะหวังว่ารอบนี้คอมจะไม่ดับนะครับผมในส่วนของตัว Riverbound เดี๋ยวเราค่อยกลับมาเล่นกันใหม่นะครับรู้สึกว่าวันนั้นคอมจะมีปัญหามากเลยเดี๋ยวเรามาดูกับอันนี้ดีกว่าฮะแล้ววันนี้เราก็ถึง Class Trial นะครับผมเรามาดูว่าใครเป็นคนฆ่าอะไรนะไอ้วะชื่ออะไรมิยาม่าชื่ออะไรนะจำไม่ได้แล้วใครที่เพิ่งมานะผมสามารถทักทายกันได้นะฮะทั้งดูสดแล้วก็ดูย้อนหลังนะครับผมสวัสดีทุกๆคนฮะเราแชร์กันแป๊บหนึ่งครับโอเคไปฮะกับ Class Trial ขอเช็คน้องก่อนไม่มีครีเอาของให้น้องกินหน่อยดีกว่าเอาน้ำแร่ไปแล้วกันนะแป๊บอีกประมาณ100 กว่าก้าวเองฮะจะเปลี่ยนร่างแล้วเราจะต้องไปที่เกาะตรงกลางตรงนี้ไม่ใช่เราต้องไปตรงนี้ฮะโมโนคุมาร็อกเดินวิ่งไปได้ใช่ไหมไม่ใช่อันนี้จับวอล์กเกอร์เราวิ่งมาถูกทางเปล่าวะไม่ใช่เราไม่ได้วิ่งอ้อมใช่ไหมดอกแดกดอกแดกดอกแดกไม่เจอใครเลยไม่เจอใครระหว่างกลางเลยไกลแท้ไกลแท้เหลาวิ่งจนเวลอัพเฮ้ยเปลี่ยนร่างวิ่งจนน้องเปลี่ยนร่างเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวเอาออกไข่ใหม่เหรอมีขี้ด้วยอุ้ยมีของขวัญนั้นใหม่ด้วยคืออะไรเอ่ยอุ้ยเหรียญ100 อันลาโมเน่กับพอโอ้โหหยอดมันเลยครับคราวนี้เอาแล้วน้องงูไปแล้วเหรอน้องงูไปแล้วฮะแต่ก็ได้ไข่อันใหม่มานี่ไงถึงแล้วฮะมันคือเขาอะไรนะในอเมริกาเขาก่อนน้องเคยบอกแล้วแต่จำไม่ได้นั่นแหละที่อยากจะบอกแม่งยิงแยบไปสักทีหุบปากไปซะ Stop harassing little girls อ๋อลากตัวฮิโยโกะมาเหรอมโนคุมะถึงจะต้องลากมาเลยเหรอ
Unbelievable
รู้สึกหมีมาภาคนี้มัน เดี๋ยวเอ้ยไม่ใช่มีอัปเกรดมีอัปเกรดมันเอาเวอร์มาอัปเกรดอ้าวรู้ไปไหนหล่อๆไปเลยฮะโมโนคุมะเวอร์ชันใจเกเรรอบนี้คิดว่าฟูยุฮิโกะแน่เลยมีความเป็นไปได้สูงฮะน้องๆคิดว่าใครเป็นผู้ต้องสงสัย
Anyway, see ya later.
This is bad.
Like,
have to prepare bring out that energy ต้องยีด้วยนะ
This too must be the will of causality.
the beginning of the end เนกิโตะน่าจับมันไปมัดต่อวะเสร็จกราเซลแล้วก็ไปจับมันไว้ มัดทิ้งไว้พูดกับมโนมิเราเข้าไปเลยก็ได้เนาะไม่ต้องคุยกับมันแต่แค่คุยแล้วเหมือนเราจะเข้าใจความสัมพันธ์ I have nothing to do with this คิดว่าฮิโอโกะฮะเป็นคนที่แอบอยู่ในตู้แน่เลยครับผมเป็นไปได้
It's nearly showtime.
นี่ก็เบียวเกิน อันนี้ก็รีบอยากเห็นชาวบ้านเขาแตกคอกันเหรอ There's no reason to waste time here.
listen.
Sparkling Justice ใครเป็นเจ้าของหน้ากากนั่นวะใครเป็นเจ้าของหน้ากากนั่น
It's bad.
ดูเหมือนอาคาเน่ไม่ค่อยจะใส่ใจกับคลาสไทออลเท่าไหร่ฮะปวดขี้อีกเปล่าวะเนี่ยมาฮิรุมาฮิรุกูตายฮะ
What the?
เขาเริ่มมีเซอร์ไพรส์
Hey, hey!
Awaken Hidden Power มีพลังลับลังเยอะ
Damn it!
แล้วมันมีตัวโมโนคุมะแอบอยู่ในฉากนี้เปล่าวะยังไม่ได้เช็คเลยฮะน่าจะเราขาดอีกตัวหนึ่งมั้งใช่ไหมเราได้มา4ตัวแล้วฮะเราขาดอีกตัวหนึ่งไปกดผิดแต่ทำไมมีความรู้สึกว่าเหมือนมิกันจะสมรู้ร่วมคิดยังไงก็ไม่รู้อ่ะตรงนี้ไม่มีโมโนคุมะแอบอยู่ใช่ไหมไม่น่ามีโอเคไปกันเลยฮะ
You're so evil.
อ้าวแหวบกินลงเข้าคอหมีไม่เหมือนขี้ลงไปยังไม่รู้ลงไปอย่างลึกไม่รู้ลงไปกี่เมตรวะเนี่ยall together สะกดอย่างนั้นเหรอวะไม่รู้โอ้เปลี่ยนฉากมันเหมือนทำไมมันมีจอpresentation เยอะจังวะมันเหมือนสนามอะไรนะสนามต่อยมวยหรืออะไรสักอย่างธีมรอบนี้คืออะไรวะเนี่ยลูกเทนนิสเหรอที่ตกอยู่บนพื้นมันคือลูกเทนนิสเหรอลูกเทนนิสสนามเบสบอลเหรอมันทำเป็นอีสเตอร์เอ็กของภาคแรกเปล่าวะไอ้ที่ยากุซ่าไม่ใช่ยากุซ่าเปล่าวะไอ้ที่ลีออนนะฮะหรือว่าลีโอวะที่ตายคนแรกครับที่ถูกลูกเบสบอลยิงอัดถ่ายรูปแป๊บ is among us ภาคนี้รอดกี่คนวะเนี่ยภาคที่แล้วรอด1 2 3 4 5คนปะพระเอกตัวกีฬาหัวฟูน่าจะ5 คนมั้งใช่ไหมภาคที่แล้วโอเคใช้สกิลแป๊บฮะ เรามีสกิลอะไรบ้างชีทโค้ดอันนี้โหดมากชีทจริงๆใส่ไปก่อนแล้วกันนะ เรามีสกิลพอยต์อย่างเยอะไฟสวอตหมดแล้วว่ะเนี่ยใส่ครบหมดแล้วมันยังมีสกิลพอยต์เหลือตั้งเยอะเลยฮะ difficulty โอเคประมาณนี้ครับ
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.Oh,
no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game.
พิโกะไม่ได้เล่นเหรอ
Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
เนโกะมารุก็ไม่ได้เล่น
I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
เพราะฉะนั้นเนโกะมารุก็ไม่น่าจะใช่มีคูซูริว2 คนจริงๆด้วยฮะน่าจะเป็นพี่สาวกับน้องสาวไอ้ตัวฟูยูฮิโกะแน่นอนเกิร์ลเอรู้สึกจะเป็นมิกัน
I see. Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
น่าจะเป็นเกิร์ลบีฮะ nasty ไม่เกิร์ลหรือว่าเกิร์ลดีวะเกิร์ลดีปะไม่ใช่ป่ะเนี่ยเกิร์ลมันจะเป็นไอตัวคนตัวเล็กกับเกิร์ลซีเหรอเกิร์ลบีตั้งแต่แรกที่เราพูดตั้งแต่แรกมันก็ถูกอยู่แล้วไปคิดมากอะไร
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed?
short and foul เนาะ
Opposite of me.
เตี้ยและปากเสีย
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
girl C girl C ฮิบุกิเหรอฮิบุกิ
I see. Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
ฮะ
Let's move on to Girl D.
เกิดการช็อกมุก girl D เป็นgirl D มาฮิรุฮะ
I see. Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case. Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
กาย F ต้องเป็นฟูยูฮิโกะ
I see. Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
Huh. I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
คูซูริวอีกคนหนึ่งน่าจะเป็นตัวไม่พี่สาวก็น้องสาวแต่คิดว่าน่าจะเป็นพี่สาวของฟูยูฮิโกะฮะ he had older อ๋อไม่ใช่เหรอเป็น younger เหรอ
I can prove it with this.
หรอเป็น
In the
younger
game,
sister
Guy
เหรอ
F. Kuzuryu mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
อยากจะให้เล่นเกมอะไรฮะก็สามารถคอมเมนต์ไว้หลังไลฟ์ไว้ใต้คลิปได้ฮะเพราะว่าพิมพ์เอาไว้ในช่องแชทมันจะอ่านยากครับ
Plus,
แล้วโดยเฉพาะคนที่แบบ
actually appeared in the game.
มาแล้วก็ไป
That's why the name Kuzuryu
บอกเลยว่า
appeared twice.
ได้เล่นยากแน่นอนฮะ
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Only the character in the game high school
I see.
คนที่
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
คนที่เสียชีวิตภายในเกมคนแรกเลยฮะ
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
เหมือนฟูยิโกะพยายามที่จะปฏิเสธว่าเกมเป็นเรื่องที่แต่งขึ้นมา แล้วน้องสาวของฟูยิโกะยังมีชีวิตอยู่หรือเปล่า
It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
เกี่ยวกันยังไงวะเนี่ย
It might be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such difficult times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up
เกิร์ล
and
อีที่
solve
ตาย
it.
ตอนวันที่4ใช่ไหม
First figure out why Girl E was killed.
เกิร์ลอีถูกฆ่าเพราะว่า witness the murder
Crap.
ไม่ใช่เหรอ มันถ่ายรูปติดไม่ใช่เหรอวะ interfere because girl E because E อันนี้ไม่ได้บอกว่า girl E เป็นคนฆ่าgirl E was เป็นฟูยูอิโกะไม่ใช่ interfere with murder เหรอ ก็ไม่ใช่ อันนี้เหรอ
I see.
ใช่เหรอ girl E เป็น murderer เหรอ
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
อย่าบอกนะว่าไปหาบทความข่าวมา
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings. which
โอ้
was the
สร้างแผน
stage
ที่
of the
มาด้วย
first
ฮะ
case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is
แต่รู้สึกว่าเหมือน
We haven't
มีโน้ตมโนคุมะมันบอกว่าให้ไปห้อง 1A ตอนฝนตกป่ะไปไม่เสร็จจนชื่ออะไรวะไปที่ห้อง 1A งงอยู่ฮะ Broken Vase น่าจะเกี่ยวกับ
After she
เดี๋ยวขอแป๊บนึงนะฮะ โอเคมาแล้วครับไปเข้าน้ำมาแป๊บหนึ่งจริงๆแล้วเคสเนี่ยเคสคิดว่าไอผู้หญิงที่ตายในห้องดนตรีอ่ะมันตายตั้งนานแล้วครับแล้วก็เสียงที่ได้ยินเนี่ยเสียงเหมือนเสียงกระจกแตกครับจริงๆแล้วมันเป็นเสียงจากเสียงมาจากไอไหที่แตกซึ่งคนอื่นเป็นคนทำแล้วใครเป็นคนทำวะตอนที่รวมตัวกันอยู่ข้างล่างก็ทุกคนก็อยู่ไม่ใช่เหรอวะแล้วใครเป็นคนทำวะใครเป็นคนทำให้มันแตกวะ
What did Girl E do?
A B C D
She broke the
E
window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girlie get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. At the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Entrance
The
Hall
entrance hall, the girls
Entrance Hall มีแค่3 คน
heard
นี่
the
หว่า
sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4?
3 4มีแค่4 คนไม่ได้มี5 คนฮะตรง Entrance Hall
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first victim in the
น่า
music
จะมีอยู่2 จุดฮะ
what did Girl E do?
คือเสียงที่กระจกแตกแต่เสียงที่กระจก
Broke
แต
the
ก
window in the
น่า
music room
น่าจะ
and escaped outside.
น่าจะไม่
So
ใช่
how did
จุด
Girlie
ผิด
get from
ฮะ
outside the school to the front of
แต่
the
ที่จุด
music
ผิด
room?
คือจำนวนคนไม่ใช่5 คนแต่เป็น4 คน
You need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
ไม่ใช่เหรอ
After she killed the first victim in the music room
Victim scene girl is scene photo
She just broke the window in the music room
หรือว่า
and
Broken Vase
escaped
วะ
outside.
So how did Girlie get from out to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, at the other 4 girls...
At the entrance hall, they heard the sound of the window shattering.
No that's wrong
สรุปว่ามันเป็นอันนี้จริงๆด้วยแต่ว่ามันต้องใช้รูปหายแตกจริงๆแล้วไม่ใช่เสียงกระจกแต่เป็นเสียงหายแตกตามที่เราคิดเอาไว้เลยฮะ
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
Vase
After the
อ่าน
murder,
ออกเสียงว่า
broken
vase เหรอ
was discovered in the
เหมือน
classroom
vase
next
ที่
to
แปล
the
ว่า
music
ของเสียเลยฮะ vase
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the four girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room.
วิ่งไปกลับอย่างเงี้ย
All
เลยเหร
she
อ
had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
อาวุธในการสังหาร
The murder weapon. We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
น่าจะเป็นตู้ป่า
You're
ป่ะ
so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Unconventional weapon ตู้ป่าแน่นอนเลยที่มันแตกอยู่ฮะจะบอกนะว่าแฮงก์แมนอะNon stop debate ต่อน่าจะเป็นนะฮะ Broken Fish Tank อันนี้แหละฮะนั่นเป็นไปไหนหน้าตาอิบุกิไม่เหมือนไอ้นี่มากเลยป๊อปแคท
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
นี่ใช่แมง
Too
บัง
big to be a weapon.
แม่งต้องยิงออกเยอะมากเลย
In the piano.
Why are you going
Piano.
Investigation conducts.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains? She beat her to death with her fists.
A
Don't
weapon
been fish
inside the
What about
tank.
broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
มันไม่ใช่ Fish Tank หรอเดี๋ยวนะมัน agree ยังไงวะ
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
Universal Chaos
It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
ขอดูปุ่มแป๊บ Fire to bullet open silencer เ ก็เหมือนเดิมนี่หว่า
Why are you going even? The investigation. It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
ไม่ใช่เหรออะไรวะ
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
เอ่อ
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big? The investigation. It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
มันมีกราเวลมาด้วยวะ
Bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
มีกราเวลมาจากไหนวะ
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass? A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big?
The investigation conducts you to.
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
รถเทร
A weapon
นเหรอ
inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even? The investigation. It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
ก็ไม่ใช่มันคืออะไรวะ
Weapon inside.
มีรูปในเกมไหม escape route travel and water scatter อันนี้ก็ไม่น่าใช่ victim scene อาวุธคืออะไรวะ
What about broken glass?
broken fish
Isn't the
tank
cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation conducts you to.
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
ไม่ใช่ check bullet concentrate
What about broken glass?
victim scene photo
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she
Oh.
attacked her with the...
That's
Did
too
it know
big
fish
to be
tank?
a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
หมดเวลา
We will never give up.
เอาใหม่ น่าจะเป็น victim photo victim scene photo
A weapon
อัน
inside
นี้
the
make
What about
an
broken
agreement
glass?
Isn't the cause of death a...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
ไม่ใช่เหมือนกันมันไม่ใช่เหรอ
Damn it!
Weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the...
Then she attacked her with the fish...
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
มันจะต้องอันไหนวะ
A weapon inside the. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death...
Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
What the fuck อันนี้ไม่ใช่คิดว่าเป็นตู้ปลาแต่มันบอกว่าไม่ใช่เหรอหรือว่าต้องใช้อะไรวะอันนี้หายไปนี่บอกแต่ว่าเป็นไอ้นี่อ่ะชุดว่ายน้ำเหรอชุดว่ายน้ำหายไปฮะ
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
แม่งบังจริง
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
ใช่จริงๆด้วยเหรอคือไอ้นั่นเอามาใส่ชุดว่ายน้ำแล้วก็ฟาดเหรอ
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
เอสเทอร์นี่อย่าบอกว่าพูดถึงไอ้
It's
ฟินิก
an idea that kills two birds with one
ฟินิก
stone.
ไร
To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved! Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D.
ก็ดี
You're
เป็น
talking about Mahiru, right?
ผู้สมรู้ร่วมคิด
Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
ก็ดีเป็นคนทิ้งเก็บไปทิ้ง
And apparently the reason Girl E committed
ก็
murder
ดี
in
เอา
the first
พวก
place
ไอ้หายพวกนั้นไปทิ้ง
Girl
ครับ
D.
เศษหายที่แตก
Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
ใครคิดว่าใครฆ่าเกิร์ล E น่าจะเป็นกาย F น่าจะเป็นกาย F ฮะ
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his
แต่ถ้าเกิด
murdered sister.
กาย F ฆ่าเกิร์ล E ไปแล้วแล้วใครมาฆ่ามาฮิรุอีกวะ
It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's
จริงแล้ว
all
มาฮิรุ
you
ต้อง
can
ตาย
say. If that
แต่
kid
กลาย
is
เป็นว่า
telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
จริงๆแล้วมาฮิรุมันต้องฆ่าฟูยูฮิโกะแต่ว่าโดนสู้กลับแล้วโดนฟาดใช่ไหม
Do you remember this incident?
That is, I'm terribly sorry, but
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Uh จุดที่เกี่ยวโยงกันอีกับมาฮิรุอย่างนั้นเหรอ น่าจะเป็นอันนี้ครับ
Crap!
ไม่ใช่เหรอ Game and Mahiru Dead Important Share Point ถ้าไม่ใช่อันนั้นก็น่าจะเป็นชุดว่ายน้ำหรอ
Crap!
จุดที่เกี่ยวโยงกันอ๋อเบสบอลเบสบอลอันนี้
I can prove it with this.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
ทำไมเหมือนฟูยูฮิโกะมันจำได้ว่าอดีตมันคืออะไรวะ
That's why you killed her as revenge.
ไม่งั้นไอ้ฟูยูฮิโกะไม่น่าจะน่าเสียอะไรขนาดนั้น
Keep making up your mind like that. We're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
อันนี้ยากครับไม่แน่ใจว่ามันคืออะไรแต่ถ้าให้เดาน่าจะเป็นเมทัลแบท
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
ใช่
Go to the beach house.
ไม่ได้ไปเหรอ
Mr. Ants all day.
หลามึงอยู่เล่นกับมด ทั้งวันเลยเหรอแน่ใจนะ
What are you saying, you four-eyed
ฟุตปริน
accusing me of killing Mahiru?
ที่เป็นฟุตปรินฮะ
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hiyoko? She was at the beach house. But I didn't go to the beach house.
ไม่ใช่แม่งบัง
No, that's
อันพอดี
wrong.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty
ถ้า
sure
ประตู
you guys
น่ายัง
already
เปิ
know
ด
this.
ได้
But
แสดง
going for
ว่า
walks in the
มาฮิ
morning
รุ
is my daily routine.
ยังไม่ได้ไปที่ประตู
I've never
นะ
heard of that daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call
นี่มัน
other
ชั่ว
people liars
เชื่อ
are
คน
usually
ง่ายจริง
liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
อยากหรือว่ามันเกี่ยวกับไอเครื่องดื่มอ๋อเลเทอร์ที่เป็นอันนี้ฮะจดหมายที่
I did go to the beach house,
ฮิโยโกะ
but
เขียน
only
ให้
during my morning walk.
นี่แน่หลบ
No,
ไม่พ้น
that's
หรอก
wrong.
รวดเร็วจัด
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
มาเจอกันตอนบ่าย2:30
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I
หรือ
see.
ว่าจริง
So
ๆ แล้ว
Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru
นี่มา
by
ตี
exchanging
จ
letters
ริง
with
ๆ เหรอ
her.
ตีเสร็จแล้วก็เพิ่งหนีออกไป
I'm
เอาน้ำตาอย่างนั้น
serious.
ได้
I
เหรอ
don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
แต่ว่าไม่ได้ถืออะไรอยู่ฮะ
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m.
อันไหนมันเป็นความจริงกันแน่ อันไหนคือความจริงที่สุด
You're wrong. You're totally wrong.
แอบในตู้แล้วก็มาเห็นแล้วก็วิ่งออกไปทั้งน้ำตาหรือว่าแอบอยู่ในตู้แล้วออกมาตีมาฮิรุ
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house.
แต่ว่าในมือของฟูยุฮิโกะมี
I
ซอง
went
จดหมาย
straight
ไม่
back
ใช่
to
เหรอ
my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I
ให้เขียนจริงๆเหรอ
don't know.
หน้าโดดฉีบมากเลย
Or is she faking it?
น่าจะเป็นเฟกกิ้ง
Probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
ที่มาฮิรุไม่ใช่มาฮิรุที่ฮิโอโกะสามารถแอบได้คือตู้ข้างหลังตัวคาบิเนตตรงนี้ฮะ
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the
true character of this
mystery.
mystery.
Hyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
อ๋อมาฮิรุประตูบังไว้แล้วก็เลยต้องออกไปทางด้านหลัง
Four dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
It's a trap. This is obviously someone's trap. Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right?
อันนี้น่าจะเป็นหน้ากากที่ตั้งใจเอามาทิ้งไว้เฉยๆมากกว่า
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear
เอาหน้ากากมาวางไว้เพื่อ
Is your brain fried or
เพื่อที่
something?
จะเบี่ยงเบนความสนใจ
That
หรือ
is
ว่าทำให้
right.
แบบ
It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
อ๋อ
Huh?
Sparkling
Sparkling
Justice.
what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
อ๋อฉากหลังมันเซตให้เป็นชายหาดนี่หว่าเพิ่งสังเกต
Such foolish things. I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture
Culture shock.
shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
มีอะไรแปลกๆแต่ใช่ฮะที่รู้สึกแปลกๆคือว่าเยี่ยกบมันวิ่งออกไปร้องไห้ใช่ไหม trash can ใครไม่กินน้ำหมด
Render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
เลือก escape route
There's no doubt.
อ๋อหนีออกจากทางหน้าต่างป่ะ
You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
ใช่กับอันไหนวะ
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's
trash
conclusion.
can
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
กำยี่แป๊บตัวเดฮิโยโกะอันนี้ไม่น่าใช่ and orange เหรอ
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
ไม่ใช่
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
No, that's wrong.
กำลังคิดอยู่เลยฮะว่าไอ้
About that gummy.
กัมมี่มันยังไม่ได้แกะ
Did Yoko really drop it?
The
มันที่
only
อยู่ใน
one
ห้องมันยังไม่ได้
childish
แกะ
enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
แต่ว่าหมีที่ตกก็เป็นสีเหลือง
But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
ไม่มีสีเหลืองตอนแรกคิดว่ามันแค่ตอนแรกที่เขียนนึกว่ามันมีแค่แบบเป็นตัวอย่างครับว่ามีอะไรบ้างแต่จริงแล้วมันระบุเลยว่ามันมีสีอะไรบ้างแต่ก็ถือว่ายังถูกอยู่
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
ถ้าเกิดฟูยูอิโกะมันเอารองเท้าของนี่มาใส่ เริ่มปาดวินโดว์ทางหนี
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
น่าจะเอามอร์นิ่งวอล์กอีกเหรอ
We're not done with Hiyoko yet.
ออท็อปซี่ตีจากข้างหลัง
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
That's
blocked the
honest.
door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
ไม่ใช่กับอะไรวะ
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce blocked the door to the road. We have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
ไม่ใช่
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank...
What is that?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
อะไรวะงง เดี๋ยว
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
Morning walk Morning walk
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru...
What is that?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to
อะไร
her,
วะยิงไม่โดน
We have the evidence. That's wrong. I left those
ตอนนี้
footprints
เรา
during my morning
คิดไม่
walk.
ออกฮะคืออะไรวะ
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank...
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
ไม่ใช่
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
คืออะไรวะ
And we can thank Mahiru for
ไม่
it!
เห็นว่ามันจะมีอันไหนตรง
What
เล
does
ย
that mean?
การออทอปซี่อ๋อมาถูกตีจากข้างหลัง
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength
ฉะนั้น
and
มันจะไปอยู่ตรงนั้น
blocked
ไม่
the
ได้
door to the road.
เพราะว่า
Thanks
ตรง
to
นั้นมัน
her,
ติดประตู
we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an important... And we can thank Mahiru...
What is that?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
No, that's wrong.
ต้อง
Mahiru
ตี
didn't
แล้วต้อง
block
ลาก
the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true.
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer. Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
I won't let you look down on me. We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
แล้วถ้าเกิดเอาจริงๆไอ้สองคนนี้ไม่ใช่ฆาตกรวะน่าจะต้องใช้เป็น
If Mahiru didn't
Danganronpa.
block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru
ฟัน
and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven by the footprint. Did you get all that, you bastard?
ไม่ใช่เหรอเดี๋ยวนะ
So what, dumbass?
shower room
There's a
เหรอ
shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven. Did you get all that, you bastard?
เฮ้ย
Damn it! If Mahiru didn't, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
shower room มัน
Washing
ใช้
it
งาน
off
ไม่
in
ได้
the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
โอ้โหใส่ชุดกิโมโนเนี่ยนะ
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
ใส่กิโมโนใส่คนเดียวไม่ได้ฮะโอ้เสื้อผ้ารวมร่างกันอยู่she can't undress she can't get dressed by herself
I see.
ชุดกิโมโนใส่คนเดียวไม่ได้
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before. means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
เห็นว่าไอ้นี่มันไปสู้กับไอ้เนโกะมารุไม่ใช่เหรอ
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
ต้องเอาแรงๆหน่อยถึงจะหยุดใช่ไหม
You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
จะมาสู้กับตัวนี้เลยนะ
Pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
เอาไอ้นี่ไปมัดไว้อยู่อะไอ้
Please don't
ไอ้เนกิโตะ
Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die! I'm sorry,
จ่ายเลย
pig barf!
มันจะหักมุมมากเลยถ้าเกิดมันไม่ใช่ไอ้สองคนนี้เนี่ย
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
ไหนๆก็ไม่ใช่ฆาตกรเนี่ยก็
Huh?
บอกมาสิว่าเกิดอะไรขึ้น
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all ใช่ในตอนที่ไปเจอรวมตัวกันไอ้ฮิโอโกะบอกว่ามันไม่เคยคุยกับไอ้มาฮิรุทั้งวันเลยนี่หว่า
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
Snide
At the time, we were
Snide แปลว่าอะไร
supposed
วะ
to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
มีจดหมายอีกฉบับหนึ่งเหรอ
Yeah, this one.
มาฮิรุเดี๋ยวมันเหมือนกันเลยนี่หว่า ทเทิร์นเดียวกันเลยครับแต่แค่เปลี่ยนเวลาจากบ่ายสองครึ่งเป็นบ่ายสองมาเวลาเดิม
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
ทำไมมันคล้ายๆกันเลยวะกับจดหมายอันนี้
I can prove it with this.
This letter.
แป๊บนึงนะครับโอ้ยเข้าห้องน้ำแป๊บเอ้ยมาแล้ว
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
เปลี่ยนที่
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
เปลี่ยนแค่เวลา
Yoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
ถูกสร้างขึ้นมา แต่ว่าใครเป็นคนสร้างขึ้นมาboth letter the letter that Mahiru the letter that Mahiru น่าจะเป็นถูกสร้างไม่ใช่เหรอboth ทั้งสองอันเป็นของปลอมฮะ
The killer must have forged both letters.
ว่าจะฆ่าทั้งหมดแน่เลย
So they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters,
ลายมือเดียวกันใช่ไหม
just as I assumed,
นั่นแห
the
ละลายมือเดียว
handwriting
กัน
is
ด้วย
the
ฮะ
same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean.
มันน่ารำคาญ
Mahiru.
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being
ก็ไปมัดเกี่ยวกับ
Here we go
ฮิโย
again.
โกะไป
Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
ไป
So based on what the
ต่อย
letter
มันให้
said,
ตายแล้วก็โยนทิ้งเลยไม่ให้ใครไปเจอ
right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward.
โดยฮิโยโกะไปตรงนั้นแล้วเกิดอะไรขึ้น
I fell asleep.
Huh?
Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
ถูกยาสลบป่ะ
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet.
พอตื่นขึ้นมาก็อยู่ใน
I saw
Ooh.
Mahiro's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was
วันนี้
scared.
น่าจะลงล็อกตอนช่วงที่หนีออกมาฮะที่เรา
Really scared that I couldn't help.
ปฏิษฐานเอาไว้ แล้วไอ้กัมมี่ก็คือถูกเซตอัพไว้เหรอ
Plan to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your
อันนี้
stance
แม่ง
is
โค
neither
ตร
right
เหมือน
nor
ไอ้
gray, and you do not
นี่แหละไอ้ที่มันเป็นโรคจิต
or even
โท
for
โกะ
victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup, yup. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
นับเป็น
Hey, whoa. He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
ความจริงอันขมขื่นความจริงอันขมขื่นที่พี่สาวมันถูกฆ่าในน้องสาวมันถูกฆ่าถ้าไม่มีการฆ่ากันก็ไม่ต้องมาอยู่ในนี้ชิมิร่าแต่ก่อมันจะระเบิดป่าวะคือความรู้สึกพักงั้นเหรอโอ้ Crustal suspended
Well now.
สงสัยจะต้องเอาไว้คราวหน้านะกลับมากันอีกทีกันพาร์ทที่ 2 กับ Crustal นะครับผมมันจะใช่ฟูยูฮิโกะจริงๆหรือเปล่าหรือว่ามันจะมาหักมุมเป็นคนอื่นไปได้นะฮะแต่เท่าที่คิดไว้น่าจะเป็นฟูยูฮิโกะแหละนะฮะถ้าเกิดไม่หักมุมแบบป๊อปแปะอะไรขนาดนั้นนะครับโอเคแต่เดี๋ยวยังไงครับมันจะติดตามกันในคราวหน้าครับผมใครที่เพิ่งมาใหม่ก็อย่าลืมฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กันกด subscribe กันด้วยนะครับผมเป็นกำลังใจเล็กๆน้อยๆฮะแล้วเราก็จะมาดูกันต่อทั้งซีรีส์ของDanganronpaกันเลยนะครับผมวันนี้ก็ลากันไปก่อนฮะ
You say Nanu in German when you're
Nanu.
surprised.
นานูไม่ใช่นานีเหรอนานูฝันดีกันทุกๆคนครับสวัสดีครับผมนานู